here, just call me Max.
Is that like a reference to Master Max and NFT line?
No, it's my name. Yours is Dylan.
How did you lose that? I've gone by Tig-Bitty's 11 since I was old enough to make an account.
For the last time, we don't use our handles IRL. Do you want them to trace us through the blockchain?
Alright, okay, sorry. Max? Well, do you have it?
Of course. The genuine article.
Oh, yeah. A real painting! I thought these things were extinct.
Well, after the third cyber war, most of them were destroyed by General Pee-Pee Poo-Poo and his forces. A few managed to survive, though, and with the cost of painting supplies, they're all that remains.
And I thought NFTs were beautiful. I mean, what's better than looking at a monkey with brain damage, smoking a joint, all while wearing the uniform of a Soviet commando? But here in my hand, I have a real thing.
And you just can't beat them. Maybe those material purists had a point. Oh well, too late for them. So, I brought the goods. Did you meet my demands?
Of course. 20,000 Ethereum. In an empty wallet, you cannot trace it back to my account.
Good. Let's bump chips then.
Damn it, this always happens.
Alright, just swipe again. Slower this time.
Maybe faster?
Alright, very, very slowly.
Yes!
Payment confirmed. Alright, Dylan. Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise, Max. I'll see you in the metaverse.
Suspicious activity detected.
Oh, damn it. Max, it's an enforcer. We got a bail!
You will stand trial before Lord Bezos for your disruption against the laws of the Amazon Autonomous Region. And live from Studio C, it is Fridays Live.
Live from Studio C, it's Fridays Live. With Andy Andermatt, Aaron Ball, Aaron Bishop, Sam Brandis, Garrett Davis, Corey Freed, Sam Gottfried, Aliyah Graham, Ryan Humeniuk, and Lydia Smith. Produced by Allison Irey, directed by Jonah Hess.
Hi, and welcome to season 48 of Fridays Live. I'm your humble host for this evening, Sam Brandis, and I'm so excited to be hosting the first episode of the season and of the year. And I'm also very excited to introduce some of our new cast members. So come on out.
Hello, I'm Aaron, and yes, I'm aware there's another Aaron, but her name is spelled differently. So hopefully that doesn't cause any problems with cues for our floor director, Lydia.
Well, I guess it's a bit too late to go back in time and ask our parents to change our names into something a bit more creative.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, anyway, I'm really excited to introduce a certain cast member.
Hi, everyone. I'm Valerie.
So, guys, everyone, big news. Val and I, we kind of got married over winter break.
Oh my
Nice.
God. Congrats.
It was a real whirlwind, spur-of-the-moment kind of thing, but you know, Valerie completes me. We're just meant to be together. I know it's true.
Well, if the suit fits. Oh, sorry, I'll stop.
It's okay. I'm just excited to act and have fun on set. Can't wait for the party I'm going to after this.
Party? What are you talking about? What party?
I'm going to a party.
But what about this? I mean, you know how important this is to me.
Well, maybe I want a little fun after work, you know?
Okay, well, can I come?
It's kind of a girls' night kind of thing.
Okay, well then why would you have girls' night tonight of all nights? You know I was looking forward to hosting.
Again, maybe I want a little fun after work,
Easy,
you know?
guys. Let's just talk about it after the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know, I actually know a great couples counselor.
Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe we'll check it out, Val. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Hey you, do you need an apple? I have an apple. And it looks like an apple and it tastes like an apple, and believe it or not, it sounds like an apple. This apple is going for $5 right now. $5, you heard that right. Did I say 5? I meant 6, so you did not hear it right. Apples like this, they're going for prices sky high these days. Talk to my neighbor Al, you're gonna get an apple for, $12, $13. Talk to me, $5, $6, $7, $8. It's Al, my neighbor. You see this apple, Al? I bet you don't got apples like this, Al.
You know what, Jim? I've had about enough of your
Buy the apple!
We can't say that word, Al.
So, you want an apple that's gonna treat you right? Treat you right. Buy the apple!
I don't sell apples anymore.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. I'm the only apple guy this side of Apple Street, because that's where we sell these apples. That's the only place you can find them, is on Apple Street, from Jim Apple on Apple Street. In the Big Apple. That's right, we're in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. The city that never sleeps. So come on down, Jim Apples. We got apples for days. Well, actually, this is the only apple. I found it on the road. Buy the apple. Starting a new business. Buy the apple. Pears weren't working out, so apples. Buy the apple! Jim Apple of apples, Jim Apple's apples. Buy an apple from me, Jim Apple. It's $8. It's an apple. I'm Jim. Apple. Buy the apple!
Hello, friends. I'm so glad you decided to have a discussion with me today. Couples therapy is something that is so very misconstrued, so I applaud your courage to make your relationship work. Let's start by me getting to know you. Sam, would you tell me about Val?
Yeah, sure. Valerie is the love of my life. Whenever I look into her eyes, I can see the universe. When I touch her hair, it feels like clouds. She's a smart, strong, confident, funny woman who inspires me to be the best person I can possibly be.
I can tell that came from the heart. Thank you, Sam. Valerie, will you now tell me a bit about Sam?
Yeah, okay. Sam is a total wet blanket, When we first got together, he was kind of cool, But he's just lame now,
Oh, that's it? Well, thank you, Valerie. Let's continue with some I feel statements. You guys are familiar with these? Great! Sam, you start.
Valerie, I feel concerned whenever you don't come home until 1 o'clock in the morning.
What concerns you, Sam?
I don't know where she is. I don't know if she's safe.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Valerie, now you.
Yeah, okay. So, I feel bored by how, boring you are,
Okay, so Valerie, could you please be a bit more specific?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel bored when you talk to me and when you look at me, and especially when we sleep together.
It sounds like you are both feeling disconnected from each other. Sam, you are trying to reach out, and Valerie doesn't seem to want to be reached.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, well, why? What have I done that has made you feel this way?
Sam, you did nothing. You're just boring. I need excitement.
Is that where you go at night? Looking, roaming the streets for excitement?
Sam, now let's not make any accusations here.
No, it's okay, Doc. I have been looking for excitement. And guess what, Sammy? I found it. And if you knew who with, you'd be so pissed.
Excuse me? What are you trying to say? That you're sleeping with someone else?
I sure am. And he's way better than you.
Yeah, well, you're a sock! I'm so sorry, Valerie. I don't know why I said that.
No.
I didn't mean it.
No, Sam. Just no.
Okay, well, you know that I would never, ever...
Listen to me, Sam. This is done. We are done.
What?
I want a divorce.
This is actually a great segue into an advertisement from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
Divorce! Hi, I'm Divorce Man, and this is My Divorce Rock. Yes, folks, you heard me right, Divorce Rock. Do you or someone you know want a divorce? Do you have a marriage that is unsatisfying? Have you been wrongfully wronged by your spouse? Well, say no more. The answer's divorce, and I'm here to help you. My product, the Divorce Rock, will help you get a divorce. Well, it'll help you with the first step at least, which is initiating the divorce. You can simply place your Divorce Rock on the ground, and then someone will, the person you want to pick it up will say, hey, a rock with googly eyes on it. And they will pick up the Divorce Rock, and they will flip it over, and they will say, oh, divorce? And you communicated the idea of divorce to them without even saying the word divorce. And then they flip it back over and they are consoled by the eye contact of the Divorce Rock. It really just softens the blow, you know? Divorce! Divorce. Speaking of softening the blow, this can really pack a punch if your spouse is an absolute beep. Simply throw the rock through the window, or if you've got a clearer shot, directly at their head. They will sustain an injury, but they can look at the bloody rock and say, oh, look at that cute little fella. Look at him. Look at those eyes. Look at the smoothness of that rock, that mineral. And then they'll flip it over and say, oh, divorce? Why didn't I think of that? Let's get a divorce. It's almost like an inception, folks. You can plant the idea in their head. They'll say, hey, you know what? I was walking down the street today and I happened upon this rock and, well, it said divorce, and I thought, that'd be really good for us. Everybody's getting divorces. Divorces are the American dream. Divorces keep us together by keeping us apart. Because divorce is the American dream. Yeah, hey. Would you believe it? That song was written by a rock. Divorce Rocks! Down at Divorce Man Incorporated, where we have all your divorce needs, like paperwork and hitmen and rocks. Get a divorce today. Hello and welcome to this edition of A News. I'm your host, Sam Brandis.
And I'm Ryan Humeniuk. Tensions are rising as Russia continues its military buildup along its shared border with Ukraine. The two countries have long been at conflict with each other, and Russia's latest show of force has had Ukraine and its allies quite worried. In other news, that's definitely not related in any way, the sales of ministry licenses have skyrocketed, which definitely is not related to the fact that religious officials are exempt from the draft. In other unrelated news, my ministry certificate should be here this week.
Recently, there's been controversy over Spotify's allowance of anti-vaccination information on Joe Rogan's podcast. In response to this, several artists have pulled their work from the streaming service, such as Neil Young and Joni Mitchell. Spotify has had no comment in regard to these protests, but recently some much more high-profile and profitable artists have begun to make a stir. Artists such as the Teletubbies, Mr. Rogers, Yo Gabba Gabba, Kermit the Frog, and the Wiggles. When will Spotify get the message?
Recently, Tom Brady announced he was retiring, shortly after speaking out against the media's reports that he was retiring. Earlier in the week, Tom Brady spoke out against these allegations, which ended up being true. He will likely go down as one of the greatest football players of our generation, being known for his many records, Super Bowl wins, and the Deflategate scandal. After seeing what's possible, I expect to receive the same amount of attention after I announce my retirement. Even though I've never played football or don't have a public image, I expect big things.
Well, President Joe Biden is currently under serious fire for a bill he attempted to pass years ago in Congress. The bill's purpose was to prevent use of drugs such as ecstasy by making events known as raves illegal. The revelation of this scandal has sparked outrage in members of the rave community who believe that Biden's policy could have had disastrous consequences, the worst of which being the erased existence of the song Party Rock Anthem. Is this Biden's America, people?
Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen plenty about the new game Wordle on Twitter. Personally, I think it's a great way to start off my morning, and now it's given me the opportunity to judge people based on their favorite 5-letter word. Also, if you spoil the next Wordle for me, count your days.
Here to comment on the craze of Wordle is our social media correspondent, Valerie Brandis.
Actually, it's Valerie Sockenhauer now.
Naturally.
Look, Sam, let's be professional and do our jobs.
Of course. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Wordle, then?
It's a wonderful story. A software engineer from Brooklyn, Josh Wardle, decided to make a game for his partner who loves word games. What started as a fun couple activity grew into a global sensation with more than 300,000 concurrent players.
Wow. So with time and effort, they were able to grow their love into something truly powerful and beautiful. That sounds romantic.
Yeah.
I heard Wordle is involved in somewhat of a scandal at the moment.
Yes, actually. Thank you, Ryan. The creator recently sold the game to the New York Times. While both Josh and the New York Times say the game will remain free for now, many players worry the game will go behind a paywall.
Oh, well, that sounds like a huge betrayal. Who would go back on their word and completely violate their morals for personal gain like that? I mean, you'd have to be a monster to do such a thing.
Sam, come on.
Just tell me who he is. I have to know who ruined us.
Sam, I can't tell you that. I don't know what you'll do.
Please, I have to know. It's tearing me apart.
Let it go, Sam.
Ryan, where are you going? Wait a minute. Oh, I should have known.
Sam, it's not what you think.
My wife and my co-host. I should have seen it from the beginning.
Come on, Sam, don't do anything stupid.
Oh, I'll show you, stupid. Get out of here!
Well, I guess that does it for this edition of A News. That was Sam Brandis and Ryan Humeniuk. I'm Valerie Sockenhauer. See you next week.
Hello, my name is Allison, and I am the producer of this here show, Fridays Live. Fridays Live has a lot of props and properties that we own, apparently. I have noticed that we have way too much of it, and I'd like to get rid of it. So today, I'm going to try and sell you all of the stuff that we have in this here prop cage that is covered in either bodily fluid or paint. I'm not really sure. Let's take a gander, come on. Alrighty. Ow. This here spiky ball is very tangled. I've never seen it used once, but we have it. It hurts. I think I'm going to have to get a tetanus shot after this. I'm going to sell this for like $200 just because I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. You can eat it. You've probably seen the Y-shaped toothbrush before. Can't show you because it's a Panorama, Panini, Panasonic, Pandemic right now. The way this works is you put it in your mouth, pretend like this is a mouth here, and you got teeth. This is the double-ended Y-shaped toothbrush, the original double-ended Y-shaped toothbrush. You can Y-shaped toothbrush with a homie, a friend, partner, a lover. Sky's the limit. This is a real one-of-a-kind item, $4,000 for a double-ended Y-shaped toothbrush. This is a deal, folks, because you're never going to get this anywhere else. That's open. I don't want to touch that. But one day, somebody is going to spit in your mouth. And how is anybody going to know to spit in your mouth? You don't tell them. Now, when the pandemic's over, of course, is when you can use this. But so with that being said, I wouldn't recommend this now because that's how you're going to get COVID. But someday, somebody will spit in your mouth. You have to tell them that that's what you want. $4.99. $499. Not $4.99. $499. That's beautiful. Next item. Ah, yes, here we are. Now this is our Fridays Live Try and Enjoy. Who wouldn't want their very own shopping cart? Now this is definitely not stolen. This isn't really for sale. This is where I like to come when days get rough. You do have to email me. Please let me buy the Fridays Live shopping cart at via gmail.hotmail.com. You have to make a serious inquiry. I will not take joking inquiry. No lower than $500,000. Just buy. Please buy something from the Fridays Live prop cage. I am running out of space for this stupid stuff to go. Please just buy the Fridays Live shopping cart at gmail.hotmail.com. Thank you. and I hope that you enjoy our show.
And that, my fellow senators, is why I strongly support the RAVE Act.
Ted, I still don't see why we came all the way back here. Joe Biden is just a senator right now. How are we supposed to stop him from becoming president?
Look, Randall, I told you.
Please, just call me Ryan.
Not now, Randall. As I was saying, I already told you. We just need to get a few things recorded while we're here, and Joe Biden will lose the 2020 election.
And how exactly do you intend to accomplish that?
Well, you see here, Randall, here in 2002, Joe Biden just presented the RAVE Act to the United States Senate. While the act primarily targets the use of illicit drugs like ecstasy, it effectively bans raves, and you could be arrested for something as simple as having a glow stick on your person.
I know that, but how is that going to stop Joe Biden from winning the election?
I'm glad you asked that, Randall. See, there's this thing most people know as electronic dance music that's really popular at these so-called raves. Between now and 2022, there were a lot of important developments in the world of EDM. Had Joe Biden implemented this act, there wouldn't be a Skrillex or an Avicii or a Chainsmokers.
But wouldn't we be better off without the chain smokers?
Not now, Randall. Like I was saying, by reminding the American public about what Joe Biden could have done, we'll increase Republican support tenfold in the 2020 election, especially in important voting blocks like millennials and older Gen Z voters.
See, Ted, the thing I'm still confused about is why not just capitalize off of the controversial bills, like the Crime Bill of '94 authorized by Joe Biden that passed, instead of focusing on the ones that didn't?
I like what you're thinking, Randall. Unfortunately, the American just doesn't care about mass incarceration the same way it cares about EDM. We can go leagues further with this dirt than we ever could with the Crime Bill of '94.
Okay, I guess you have a point, but what about...
Not now. He's talking about the bill.
Now, I am very glad you asked that, Senator McConnell. It seems that you and your Republican colleagues have been focusing too much on the fact that my rave bill effectively criminalizes glow sticks and EDM. But what you are really missing is the fact that the American public is suffering at the hands of ecstasy. And do you know where these people get these kinds of drugs at? Raves.
No, but I don't see why he's focusing on raves and not other gateway drugs.
And sure, you might say that our time would be better spent focusing on stricter laws for gateway drugs, but do you know what serves as the gateway to these gateway drugs? The very glow stick and EDM that you find at these raves. And that's why I'm taking a firm stance of passing the rave bill exactly as it's written.
All right. We caught him red-handed. Now, all we need to do is make a quick stop in 2020 to drop this off to the Trump campaign, and Biden's sure to lose the election. Let's get back in the time machine, Randall.
Stop right there, senators.
Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders? What are you doing here?
And with a gun? I thought you hated those things.
Oh, not when I'm protecting the interests of my political allies, I don't. And everyone knows socialists can time travel. But you know, you better hand over that gun, or that camera, Cruz, or you'll never make it back to 2022.
Now look, Senator Sanders, you couldn't kill someone on the Senate floor.
Well, I have, and I'll do it again.
You killed someone on the Senate floor? Who?
Well, that's not important. Now, Senator Cruz, give me the camera, or you will be next.
What if...
The camera, Cruz! Give it to me.
Fine. Here you go.
Thank you, Senator Cruz. Now, why don't you two gentlemen head out back to 2022 before this gets messy?
You might have won this time, Senator Sanders. But you can't keep getting away with this.
Don't you have a pandemic to be denying, Senator Paul?
Now, wait just a second, Senator Sanders.
Now, Randall. We need to leave before it's too late. We'll save the violence in the Capitol for the insurrection.
All in a day's work, I guess. I suppose I should be getting back to planning my next failed presidential campaign.
Hello there. My name is Johnson Johnson, and I am the owner and proprietor of Johnson Law. Hello. Lovely to meet you. Have you been struck by a vehicle in recent months? Have you been slipped on a slippery floor? Have you had a crime done to you? Do you want money? Call Johnson Law. Do you want restitution for crimes and damages, call Johnson & Johnson. Do you need help moving a large sofa from your second floor to your first floor? Call Johnson & Johnson & Johnson. Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Do you need a full team of explorers for your Arctic expedition? Call Johnson.
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 Do you need help searching for your lost child who went missing over a Caribbean island inhabited by dinosaurs? Call Johnson.
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 Johansson.
Well, hey, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I've been Sam Brandis, your host for the evening, and I just want to take a minute to thank everyone that helped out tonight. And I'd like to welcome Aaron to the cast, and it was nice having Andy back. We all love Andy, don't we? And Valerie and Ryan. Yeah. Anyway, just tune in next time for more Fridays Live. It happens on Fridays,
Yes.
and it's live.